Sports Limelight, episode 12.
Hey, Bill. Great song there.
Hey, Drew, thank you. You were the one who turned me on to Genesis.
Ooh.
Turn me on again.
Turn it on again, Bill. Nice.
All right, we've reached the time now. We did it last time with our top 5 conference championships. Now we want to do our top 5 Super Bowls.
Ooh, I like this. And there's only 45 of them to choose from, so.
That's right. Now, last time, you had no criteria, really. I had games I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Same for you this time, I assume. And you're going with top 5 best or top 5 favorite?
Considering one of the games the Bills lost, it's top 5 greatest, not favorite.
I'm going with top 5 favorite.
Okay.
I feel like that's a little more of a soft landing where if people disagree with you, you could just say, well, hey, it's my favorite. You know, that's all, not the...
Yeah.
Kind of like music, you know, just your taste is your taste.
Exactly. Can't help what you like.
The best. At least the top 2.
Okay. I wonder. So, shall I begin?
Please do.
All right. I have, for number 5, I have Super Bowl 25, Giants and Bills, 20-19. I know it was a crappy ending, but for a Bills fan it was, but for an NFL fan in general, great game. Last second field goal, so.
Just undisputed, an amazing game. The way the narrative goes with that game is sort of unfair to both teams, with Scott Norwood missing a 47-yard field goal, not a chip shot by any means.
Right.
That's probably less than a 50-50 shot. So it's sort of unfair to Norwood and the Bills for making Norwood the GOAT, and unfair to the Giants by making that the story, and like the Bills losing the game instead of the Giants winning the game.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, it was a hard-fought game. I mean, I'm sure you'll mention it later on in the segment.
Yeah, we may revisit this game. Now, my number 5, I had Steelers-Rams in Super Bowl 14.
Ooh, yeah, I remember that game.
Steelers 30. We were negative 2 years old,
That's
right?
right, yeah.
Steelers 31, Rams 19. Game was closer than the score indicated it was. The Rams had the lead for much of the game. It was back and forth. Rams had a 19-17 lead until Terry Bradshaw finally, after being sort of neutralized much of the game, the Steelers offense, Bradshaw finally let one loose to John Stallworth.
John Stallworth, yeah.
Over the middle, just beyond a leaping Rod Perry, for a beautiful long touchdown pass in that one. Still, you can close your eyes and see the NFL Films footage of that one.
I love it, yeah. You can just see the ball kind of caroming in his hands.
Yep, over the shoulder. Sun glinting, you know, from in the Rose Bowl there where that game was played. The Steelers' 4th Super Bowl of that dynasty, sort of wrapping it all up in dramatic fashion.
Nice. My number 4 is another Giants victory, Giants-Patriots, 17-14. So, yeah, that was a pretty cool upset, huh? What do you think?
It was a pretty cool upset. Yeah. It was neat to watch that one. Yeah,
I don't put it up higher because it was kind of a boring game there for like the first 3 quarters.
It was 7-3 after 3 quarters, right?
Yeah, so, which is probably a cool game if you're like, into that defensive battle kind of a thing. And it was cool to see the Giants and the Patriots unbeaten streak. But I think that Super Bowl overall was pretty cool, but I think it's only defined by that one play. So
I like how you left it up to taste a little bit with the low-scoring, high-scoring thing.
Right.
Whenever people talk glowingly about the Packers-Cardinals 51-45 wildcard game from a few years ago, I say to that there was practically no defense played in that game. I think you have to have a balance.
Yeah.
But yes, we'll probably be revisiting this game later on in my list as well.
Right on.
Now, number 4, I have Super Bowl 34, Rams 23, Titans 16.
Ooh, okay.
Another iconic shot comes from this game of Kevin Dyson reaching just short of the goal line, hoping to tie it up for the Titans on that last play, tackled by Mike Jones at the 1-yard line.
Crazy, yeah. The Rams, man, that was their first and only Super Bowl victory.
Correct.
So, yeah, that definitely put Kurt Warner in elite status, at least for his era.
Capped off an amazing story for Kurt Warner, an amazing Cinderella season.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll be revisiting this one.
Yep, that one as well.
Okay, so number 3, are we on?
Number three, Drew's list.
All right, Super Bowl 23, 49ers 20, Bengals 16. All right, so now the reason why I picked this one, it had been about 3 years since the 49ers were in the Super Bowl, so people were kind of questioning whether Montana was coming down, or if he was ever going to win anything again. So this last minute victory with the pass to John Taylor there, I think it kind of said, "Hey, I'm still here, still winning Super Bowls." And of course, they won the year after that. They just killed the Broncos. So
that was a classic, that 49ers Bengals. I think Jerry Rice had an amazing game. I think there was a kickoff return for a touchdown by the Bengals in that one.
Yeah, it was 13-16, so it was kind of a low scoring game up until it's 2016. So. But yeah, I just like that because the Niners were kind of not in the Super Bowl in the last 3 years, and you kind of wondered if that was it for Joe Montana, and then there he goes.
Yeah,
there's another one.
Interesting, and it was Stanford Jennings with a 93-yard kickoff return just opened the box score there.
Yep, S. Jennings on Super Bowl, on Tecmo Super Bowl.
That's right. And Jerry Rice in that game, 11 catches, 215 yards.
Wow, that's got to be a record, huh?
I think it is Super Bowl receiving record. Number 3, I have Steelers 27, Cardinals 23. That was Super Bowl 43 just a few years ago.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Probably had the best defensive play in Super Bowl history. The James Harrison interception and touchdown
yards, right?
return.
Jeez.
Up the sideline there. Leaped over a guy at one point. Had just enough juice left to get in the end zone before I think Larry Fitzgerald caught up to him.
Right. Yeah, it was a good game from a non-fan perspective. I don't have it on my list because I don't really like the Steelers that much. So, plus I kind of wanted to see the local team win a Super Bowl here in Phoenix. So, I just thought it was like the perfect setup. You had Kurt Warner and Larry Fitzgerald, like the last hurrah. But oh well. All right. So number 2. We're in the top 2 now. Number 2 for me would be Super Bowl 36, Patriots Rams. The beginning of a dynasty. Oh, boy.
2001, 2002?
Last second field goal by Vinatieri. Probably one of the greatest field goals ever. Plus, it was like the ultimate underdog. And,
Patriots were double-digit underdogs for that one, right?
Yeah. So it kind of ended one dynasty and began another.
And, of course, Jet fans will always resent the moment Mo Lewis knocked out Drew Bledsoe midway through that season to give way to Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Then unknown rookie.
Right. And the same season, was that the Tom Brady tuck rule?
It was, yes. That divisional round against the Raiders in the snow.
Wow, crazy.
So tuck rule and a dynasty was born.
All right, so Bill, what is your number 2?
Number 2, Super Bowl 25, Giants 20, Bills 19.
Oh, should have guessed.
Yeah, just a classic. So hard fought, so well played by both sides. No turnovers in that game.
Really? Wow.
Iconic plays include the Mark Ingram. It was a 3rd and 13 where the Giants were still trailing at the time, 12-10 in the third quarter. And I think he made 4 or 5 guys miss one after another and ended up kind of hopping on one foot across for the first down, kept the drive going. Then they'd finish it off, take the lead 17-12.
Wow, I'll have to look that up on YouTube. It sounds like a cool play.
It was a cool play, and I also take a major theme from that was the Giants' defensive scheme in that one. The Bills had an amazing offense, an amazing passing attack, and they'd use the no-huddle, so the Giants kind of kept a nickel formation on the field, knew they weren't going to get much pressure on Kelly, would only rush 3 guys most of the time, and just sort of allowed the short passes and hit the Bills receivers as hard as they could every time they caught the ball.
Yeah, don't let anyone behind you for any of the deep balls. So,
of course, the defensive coordinator for the Giants, then Bill Belichick, and you could almost see a little parallel here that the Patriots knowing that the Giants have an explosive offense, maybe they want to keep the ball away from Eli Manning, so maybe, is sort of running the ball more than we think. Especially if Gronkowski isn't 100%.
Right,
might see that.
Yeah, they might throw Aaron Hernandez in there for a fullback play or 2.
Sports Limelight Episode 12 will finish off our top 5 Super Bowls when we return.